U.S. officials said this morning the United States has cut off intelligence sharing with Ukraine in a move that could seriously hamper its military ability to target Russian forces. The decision to cut off intelligence sharing and military aid starkly illustrates the Trump administration's willingness to play hardball with an ally to force it to the negotiating table. President Trump said on Tuesday he received a letter from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in which the Ukrainian leader expressed willingness to come to the negotiating table over the Russia-Ukraine war. Since the start of the war in 2022, the U.S. has provided Ukraine with significant intelligence, including critical information its military needs for targeting purposes. In other national headlines, we send it over to Alan Miller.
Monica, President Trump is granting a one-month exemption on his stiff new tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada for U.S. automakers. Worries persist that the newly launched trade war could crush domestic manufacturing. The announcement comes after the president spoke with leaders of the big three automakers, Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis today. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says Mr. Trump told them to start investing and shift production to the U.S., where they will pay no tariff. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and President Trump spoke for nearly an hour today, mainly about the president's 25% tariff imposed on Canada and Canada's retaliatory tariff on U.S. goods. Mr. Trump said he told Trudeau the efforts Canada is making to reduce fentanyl trafficking are not good enough. Trudeau has pointed out that of the nearly 22,000 pounds of fentanyl seized at the U.S. borders in 2024, just 43 pounds came from Canada. The Supreme Court has rejected the Trump administration's efforts to block foreign aid spending. The justices today ruled 5-4 that the administration must unfreeze about $57 billion approved by Congress to U.S. aid. The nonprofit groups which receive some of the funds say the lives of millions of people around the world are at stake. The White House says it is trying to manage spending. The ruling does not say when the funds must be released, and because of that, the matter is expected to continue to play out in lower courts. The New York Times is reporting the IRS is preparing to cut its staff by as much as half. The reported pending layoffs come as millions of Americans are filing their tax returns. The agency has already laid off more than 7,000 probationary employees as part of the Trump administration's effort to shrink the size of the federal government. And one of the stories we're working on for First News at 6, could raising chickens in the city be an option for cheaper eggs? We'll have the details. Back to you, Monica.